Hello everyone, I'm so excited. So today I'm recording my first ever YouTube video. I'm super excited. I have so many things to discuss with you guys. So yeah, the first topic is like actually a hot topic because it's like one that like a lot of people are asking me questions about, and it's about like how is life, like sharing life with a pilot and also as a family. So how is it on a daily basis? So I have a series of questions that I've been asked a lot. So I will be answering these questions, but I will first introduce myself because some of you have no clue who I am. My name is Layla. I have been sharing since 2023, like seriously, our travels. I am married to a pilot. I have a daughter. And how did I meet my husband? So I met him at the airport. I actually traveled to Canada, and then the very first day, so we were at the airport and I met him. I will be explaining the whole story in an episode because it's like very long. But so I will be discussing about like my daily life, my challenges, our like how it's impacting our family and everything. Okay, so let's jump into the questions. Do you ever get scared when he's flying? Sorry, I shouldn't laugh because I know a lot of people are scared of flying. But do you know how many airplanes are actually flying right now? If you don't know, I will show you. Yeah, so to be honest, like before, I wasn't a big traveler and I was kind of scared too of flying. But then I met my husband, and he's kind of explained to me like plenty of things about aviation and how strict it is and everything, that I feel like I would be more scared for him to drive somewhere and take the car than fly an airplane. So that just to tell you how like statistically speaking he has higher chances to die from a car ride than from the plane. So that's it. Okay, question number 2. How often is he home? This is a hard question to answer because it depends on a lot of things. It depends on the airline he works for. Like basically every month it is different. It depends on his seniority. So what you need to know is basically if you fly for an airline that has like many frequencies for specific destinations, you have low chances to spend a lot of time at destinations because you will like do your minimum rest. So by law, crew members, flight attendants and pilots, they have to take some rest, and then based on that, so they can actually fly after this minimum rest time. And oftentimes airlines, they stretch to the minimum so that they have to like operate the flight. But there are some airlines that have actually low frequencies for certain destinations, which means that if they're flying just to this destination twice or 3 times a month, it means that they will have to keep their crew somewhere like at the destinations for these days until the plane comes back, and then they fly back to the home base. So in our case, because my husband he works international, he does layovers. Sometimes he spends time at the destinations, but it's never more than 3-4 days. Well, with the travel days, it's gonna be like the longest will be 4 days. And then he can also request for what we call turnover. And these ones means that he would leave in the morning and then fly to the destinations and come back in the evening. So this is it for his schedule. But what you have to know too, actually people that followed us on our social media, Instagram, so they know that we, not last year, but the past years, we actually followed him on his pairings a lot. So which means that actually my daughter got the chance to spend a lot of time with him when he was resting at destinations, which was great. Next question. Do you get free flights? How does it work? The question. No, I don't get free flights. Like I've seen on social media some women sharing that, well, woman or man, like they work for an airline, like I think it's often American Airlines, and they said they fly for free. I don't know anyone who works in an airline that fly for free. I would like to know in comment like which airline it is, because in general you would pay at least the airport taxes or fuel, because these are costs that you would have to pay, extra costs that the company has to pay because it's like an extra passenger. And yeah, so I mean, I would love to know for which airline it is, but we never fly for free. Yes, it's cheaper, but there are conditions. So one of the conditions is actually you wait until you get to the gate and they close the check-in, and it's only then that they give you the seat. Or if the flight is full, you would need someone not to show up. And ask me how it is possible, but it happens. So you would have to have someone that is not coming, like checked in, their luggage and everything, but they're not coming to the gate. So then you have the seat and it's your own. And until, like, even if the person comes and then the gate is not closed, then you off board the plane and they have the priority. So this is what is called a standby ticket. It's stressful, but you get used to. And to be honest, it didn't happen often that we weren't able to make the flight, but it did happen. Next question, is it like a long distance relationship? Yes, it could be, but I will be like 100% honest here. So I'm actually so busy that time flies and then he's gone. Yes, I'm not gonna say it's easy to handle everything. It's definitely not easy, especially when we have emergencies or stuff happening. I'm by myself, but at the same time, it feels like it goes so fast. So yes, we communicate using like FaceTime and everything. And it's helping a lot, especially for my kid who is like affected by him being away. But as I said, like last few years, we took advantage of his job actually, and we traveled with him, which was amazing because it means our daughter would be able to spend time with him during his rest. So this was great. Next question, how do you manage parenting with a pilot schedule? This is hard, like it's getting easier as my daughter is growing, but when she was a baby, oh my god, this was hard because you have no backup. It's coming to one of the question I got about like who is made for that type of life, but it takes like a lot of resilience, and like you need to love your spouse, or because it's a lot of sacrifices and it's not easy. So having the support is very important. What are the hardest part? So this is, I'm not going to sugarcoat this, it's not the easiest for a lot of reasons. And one reason is their schedule change every month. So when they have enough seniority, they can request for the flights they would like to, like they put priorities on certain flights, and sometimes they get it. Like the more they're senior in a company, the higher chances they have to get the flights they would like to have. And so this is hard because it means that your partner is away very often. Like weekends doesn't mean anything in aviation. Like they fly weekends, they fly weekdays. Holidays, they don't have such a thing. So which means that a lot of people working in aviation, they're not even home for holidays. And when they are junior, they get on calls sometimes, like some month, and it means that basically for a month they have no flights scheduled, but at 3 a.m. they get a call and then they have to show up at the airport in a few hours. So this is not an easy life. It's a job that is very demanding. One of the hardest thing for me too is about like every 6 months they basically get assessment. So they can lose their license every 6 months because they go through tests, and they make sure like they put them in emergency situations, and they have to tell like quickly what are the procedures and everything. And if they fail, like they're not able to fly again, which is reassuring for passengers, but it's very stressful for them, because they can lose their career, and they can basically lose their job. And this is very stressful. And that means that for like the period they have to go through that simulator, my husband is somewhere else. He's studying, he's focused, and this takes a lot of like dedications, and this means less time with us as a family. What are the best parts? I must say one of the best part is definitely travel benefits, because we get to travel for cheaper, which is like very nice. Nowadays, flight tickets are super expensive. So this is a big advantage for us, and we took advantage of that, and we traveled a lot. Do you worry about him cheating? This question, happened to me. Like, there is this stereotype about like people working in aviation, they're unfaithful. To me, it has nothing to do with the job. Like, trust the person. Don't even invest yourself in the relationship, and it has nothing to do with the job itself. Would you recommend dating a pilot? This is a serious topic. Like, I think that it's not for everyone. And I think if you are resilient, if you are very family oriented, if you are independent, that's for you. If you would be able to sacrifice for your family, this is also for you. But if this is like you want a stable life, that's not for you. Okay, so this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is my first ever video, by the way, so please be kind with me. Put in the comments, like, I would like to know, your pilot spouse, are you engaged with one? Do you want to know about like all the topics I discussed? Like, if you want me to deep dive into one, I would be interested. And I really want to know like your own experience and everything about that. Also, I want you to tell me, like, for the next episode, like, what's the topic you really want me to discuss about solo parenting, like whatever. And please subscribe to my channel. It's gonna help me support my work, and YouTube is gonna show this to more and more women who needs that, woman or man. It could be like whoever is interested. So thank you so much. See you next time.